messages in our body, at the energy level, at the heart level, at the soul level. And when we continue to move the negative energy and bring it with more light, then what happens in your life? Your whole life will begin to flow. It will begin to have greater flourishing, more abundance, more harmony. Master Sha has tasked many of his students to do minimum like 2 hours of writing calligraphy, because he knows it's the fastest way for us to clear our negative Shen Qi Jing blockages. I mean, there's been retreats where he's teaching a class on X, but I felt like I was at a Tao Calligraphy retreat, because everything was still centered so much around writing calligraphy. Every break time, every time in class, he's continuing to teach, and I was like, is this a calligraphy retreat, or is this another? I mean, because every teaching he has, he integrates his highest wisdom, his highest blessing, which is calligraphy. That's why there's not a day where you see, it doesn't matter what he's teaching, even if it's a soul healing enlightenment retreat, if it's an advanced retreat, if it's a rejuvenation, everything you will see, bring my calligraphy table up, I'm going to write a special calligraphy, and we're going to do some practice, and I'm going to allow all my participants to experience the power of calligraphy. Because he recognized that, he can't give a person, like, because we have our negative Shen Qi Jing blockages, so he can't give one person and download a person to have that high level vibration. So he can do it in a calligraphy, so that's why when we are tapped into that, we are able to receive it at the right pace, at the right time, at the right space, and more. So the Tao is never going to give you something that you cannot handle or take. Right? He always talks about Master Guo. Master Guo says, no, heaven, dear God, I want the power. And then all of a sudden, heaven gave him power. and the power just came so strong that sometimes we cannot take it. And it could affect us. And then that's not good. Then you're not going to be happier and healthier. But he puts it in the calligraphy so that we are protected, but that we are yet nourished, that we are able to develop greater clarity. We're able to, maintain the health and happiness, or strive to have the highest health and happiness. Because Master Sha recognizes if you are sick and you have this, that we can serve, but it's more limited. So he's always trying to take us back into the Tao field, back into the Tao state, where it carries the purest essence of the Tao. Just like a fish. If a fish, like we in Mother Earth, if we live in pollution, we will get sick and eventually die. But as Master Sha is purifying the Shen Qi Jing on Mother Earth, I mean, he's creating calligraphies like, in Europe and Hawaii. I mean, many of the students have a calligraphy, a personal calligraphy in their home. Here in California, there's calligraphies in all parts of the world. And so, like, in my spiritual channels, I see all of these pillars of light that is coming down to Mother Earth. And it is helping to rejuvenate the field in every geographical part. So every time you are practicing, you are writing, you are helping humanity and all souls. And that's how we can serve in a very big way. So I can just tell you that everyone has this ability. It's not only just for okay, right now we have 20 Tao calligraphy. It's not only for just 20 Tao calligraphy teachers. This incredible ancient art form of Ibizhi writing, which was passed down from the Qing dynasty, that was passed down to Master Sha's professor, Professor Li, and then given to Master Sha to bring this to humanity. He's giving this to humanity. It's only a matter if we can open our heart to see the truth and to see the power and significance that each of us will play on Mother Earth. Because you all have great potential. You have so much potential, but sometimes we can't see that. Because the layers, right? But what are we doing this weekend? We are clearing these layers. That sometimes we are a little bit smoggy, you know, like a window that hasn't necessarily been cleansed every day. You have to give your soul, heart, mind, and body a nice cleansing, just like you take a bath every day. You know, you get up in the morning. You know, take care of yourself. You have to also take care of your soul. When your soul is happy and nourished, then that message gets sent to the heart. And then once the heart says, oh, I like this message, you know, like when someone says, I love you, don't you feel so good? And then your heart opens like, oh, I love you too, you know, and then the next thing your heart resonates, and then the heart then sends the message to the mind. And then the mind is like the processor, or like Master Jimena calls it, the project manager, that then like, you know, figures everything out and process all the information so that then it, at the energy and matter level, we can manifest. We can manifest everything that we see here, everything that we see on the planet. That each and every one of us have a responsibility to create love, peace, and harmony. That is our responsibility. You know, Master Sha, what did he do? He uplifted the soul song of love, peace, and harmony. Every Tuesday nights, we're just chanting for like 2 hours, just love, because all of that is incredible service, incredible virtue. And what happens when we are serving and giving our greatest love? We are receiving virtue at the spiritual, at the heaven level. And every success in our life takes great virtue to meld through the blockages. If we have a challenge or a blockage, serve and virtue will help us to transform these aspects of our life that we want to transform so that we can become even a better servant. As Master Henderson said, everything's about, you know, just serve at the best that we can. That is the purpose of life, is to serve. To Xing Shang Jida, which is to do kind things and accumulate virtue through what we say, through what we think, through what we do, so that we can finally become a Buddha to reach enlightenment. I mean, Master Sha was in Belgium for a whole month, and he's like, I'm going to summarize my whole retreat here in that one sentence. And it was on a postcard when we left. I mean, it was so beautiful. I mean, gotta hand it to Master Bar, because, you know, he was like coordinating the event. And everybody at the end of the event got this beautiful postcard that was just that one sentence secret. Because everything Master Sha is doing is to help us to serve. And that's how we will purify our soul, heart, mind, and body. But sometimes we can't, because we have the Shenji Jing blockages, but that's why the calligraphy is helping us. It's like the fastest way. Of course, yes, chant love, peace, and harmony. Yes, go out. You have to still take care of your family. You have to serve, you know, continue to do kind things in every capacity and way that we know. Master Maya was saying, like, even when she's cooking a meal for her children, she's doing great kind things. She's offering her unconditional service. Whether you are cleaning the house, cleaning the windows, all of this is unconditional service. So that is what we are providing this weekend. We are, you know, providing this incredible field here at this San Francisco Center to bring and welcome 40 calligraphies. You have 40 calligraphies. I just saw them. They were the preview. It was like all nicely golden framed, incredible. Master Henderson's done a great job, you know, like making it very neat and framed, and We went to the stylers to go pick everything up. And, it's just like when your family members come. Like last night I felt so sweet. Master Jimena, Master Robert, they're there with the leis. And I'm like, and they're like giving me flowers. And I was like, wow, this so much love, And that's the same way we need to do when we welcome the Tao Yuan Chang to humanity. Because this is for your area. When your visitors come to the door, you're not to just shut the door, right? You're going to open your door. You're going to welcome them. You're going to give them your love. And that's what we're going to do this weekend. We're going to give them their love. We have a dragon dance for this incredible celebration because we really want to welcome them. Because calligraphy is not just art. It carries beyond like Tao within Tao. And I mean, of course, this is like some advanced teaching, but it's within the calligraphy carries many, many high-level levels of spiritual beings. If you can even, if we can sometimes comprehend that, I know it can feel like a lot, but there's so much more that's happening. And when you welcome these incredible high-level beings and the presence of these calligraphies, and you open their heart, then what happens then? They open their heart to you. Just like you do with your best friends. After this trip, I told my best friend, I'm going to come and visit you. She's so happy. I haven't visited her in like 8 years in California. And when your heart opens, their heart opens. And that's the same thing we're doing when we are welcoming the Tao Yuan Chang to humanity. And you are going to be so blessed to be directly in the presence. Even those on the line, you are in the Tao Shen Qi Jing just by connecting in this field. Your town, your area, whether you're coming from Europe or, we're going to be online in Hawaii. We're across the ocean, but you better believe we're going to be on this webcast next weekend. So, I want to have a part of the, the celebration and bring that joy back to Hawaii. So everywhere, Australia, Toronto, Belgium, Netherlands, all of that is bringing incredible light into your country. From the moment you just turn on the webcast, you are bringing so much light not only into your room, but into your building, into your neighborhood, into your community. And that's why we have all these incredible free resources. Now it's like Facebook Live. There's chanting channel. I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. Like Facebook, when I'm going down my news stream, it's like light, just like everywhere. I saw Master Jimena teaching the other night, and I was like listening to it last night before I went to bed, and I was like, just so much incredible light on Facebook now. Just right down on my news stream. I'm like, and then you have the grand openings here, and then you have Master Maya's workshops in San Francisco, and because that is it's like a little portal of Tao heaven, really, but on Facebook, because all of this is available and accessible to us. And, as much as I can join, even if I can just join for a half an hour, it already makes my day so much happier. Or if I sometimes at the end of the night, it helps me to sleep so much better. So I just watch a little bit and then, of course, fall asleep, but I sleep so soundly. And I feel just this great peace in my heart. Because sometimes before I would be restless and I couldn't sleep right away. So, but what I do, I turn on one of those live streams or Facebook, and my heart just quiets. My mind quiets from all the day and all the things I need to do. And then I'm able to go into my peace. And then I'm able to sleep so smoothly. I don't think anything can get me up, actually. I'm so sound asleep, and I wake up fully nourished, and I feel so good. Because, so when I wake, I also, do my practice, and I have my own way I do my practice, whether, through calligraphy and more, but even when I go to bed and throughout the day, because it's helping our vibrational to be at the highest level. Yeah, so does anybody have any questions? Okay, well, very good. So it is, how do you say? I just want you to know, really, if there's one thing I can impart is that all of you can do this. And I was looking back at some of the flows in my journal, and it is Master Sha's heart to not only empower as many Tao calligraphy soul practitioners, Tao calligraphy teachers for humanity, but it is also to be able to develop the Tao calligraphy for special programs, workshops, develop curriculum for schools, for academics, and more. Because this is the pathway to helping. At one day, the dream is that every home carries a Tao calligraphy. And that is all of our jobs as the messengers, whether you become a teacher or not. But just being in the Tao calligraphy course and in the program, and just allowing your soul to be the boss in a way. Just listen to the heart and soul. What does your heart and soul tell you? And when you follow your heart, because I can tell you, when I started here like 5 years ago with Master Henderson, there's no way I would think me, a teacher, me, a divine healing hand practitioner, it just was like unfathomable. I didn't even come from any of this type of background. I'm a business owner. I just was all about, how can I make my business more flourishing? Very at just the physical level, never ever do I think I would be standing here and teaching ever. Like one in like millions of chance. Never would I ever thought that. But what was it that happened? Something Master Sha does to all of us, he just opens your heart and you're just like, okay, so whatever he says, like, go to my next retreat, come and join a class, all of that, I just followed my heart. I went to the next workshop. Master Pan told me, oh, become a divine healing hand practitioner. Okay, what is that? But, she told me to go, I go. And then one path leads you to the next path, to the next step. And it's the evolution of your entire physical and spiritual journey. Your physical and spiritual journey need to meld as one because we live in a yin-yang world. When you join the yin-yang as one, then we return back to Tao. So it's always a balancing act, I know, because you have kids, you have business, you have partner, you have to take care of things, but then yet you want to serve, you want to go to the center, you want to be on every single webcast, but it's really like, if you just listen, like to your heart will tell you where you need to be and put you in the right place at the right time. I mean, I only got this call on Sunday night. Like, Master Himan's like, I need to talk to you. I'm like, oh, why? What? What did I do? It's like Sunday night really late. I'm like, okay. And she's like, you're going to come to San Francisco and teach Tao Calligraphy? I was floored. But I heard immediately from heaven. Heaven says, yes, you're going. I literally got that message, But of course, to be respectful, I went and I talked to my Bao and Shoei team, and my team was like, yeah, go, Master. And I was like, okay. So I got the support from my beloved Ohana here, my family here, and then heaven is telling me, to go, because heaven always sees where we are. Heaven will only try to do what's best for us. Even in my mind, I'm like, well, how are we going to do this? This is like 4 days. Like, I have like 3 days to plan this, Master Jimena. I mean, on Monday, I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm already on a plane on Thursday. So I had like 3 days to free. So in my mind, it's like, okay, how are you going to like really possibly like do all this in 3 days, in 72 hours? But like Master Jimena said, like last night, well, must be because I just called the Dragon people and they're going to be here. I was like, that's like 48-hour notice. Normally you need to give like the company at least like 2 weeks notice or something. Yeah, I think it's like 30 hours, yeah. And just everything just started rolling because, once we step our foot in that path, then heaven supports you. That's what's happening. We're in alignment. So all of a sudden, heaven's giving us all these great resources and tools and helping us to connect and align. And that's what we're doing this weekend. We're aligning our soul, heart, mind, and body as one. Right? When you are aligned, you will know when you're aligned. When you're not aligned, you know, like, oh my God, like just all kind of testing. You're like falling, oh, you mean all stumbles, blocks. And it doesn't always feel good. It doesn't feel good when, we're not aligned. But the fastest way to take us back is even if you can just go into the meditation and you can connect with Tao Calligraphy, it's your fastest way out. It's like your ticket out. And it's like your liberty. It's like your freedom ticket. I can tell you when I came back from Belgium, I was purifying so much. Like I came back, I was like my emotions. There was like a day, like my husband was like, because once a week I try to jump in the water. We go surfing together. That's like our time together. We go surf. And there was one day I just didn't have my heart in surfing. And he could see like, wow, you like, what's going on with you? Like I was like, okay, catching the wave and just paddling out to the shore. But he could see my heart was not in it. And normally, this is like my greatest joy, like in life, is to go surfing with my husband. And I couldn't even do that for a day. And I didn't even recognize I was so like depressed. Because, I still have to surf, so I can't be depressed like, surfing. But in my heart and soul, I was not connected. I had separated. Like, oh, I don't know if I'm like can do this. I'm not good. So there was this separation and this disconnect in the alignment with, you can call your highest source, your highest being, divine Tao, however you want to call it language-wise. And I wasn't. Even the things that normally would just be so joyful and just take care of all my stress, I couldn't even do with joy anymore. I lost that joy. And I was just kind of going around just like, okay, you're going to go through this. And then I got an email from Master Cecilia. Master Cecilia said, Master Cecilia, she's like the Tao Calligraphy Committee, like the authority. Oh, I got an email from Master Cecilia. Master Lena, you did not turn in your 40, like 10 das, because we have to write the new mantras in the Soul Over Matter book. Not the 45 here, but the 40 new mantras. And so we don't have anyone teaching us. And in Belgium, I was just taking my time. Like, I just, write it when I go back home. But of course, I got back home. I'm so busy, I don't write it. Master Nina, Master Henderson, just write it. And I'm like, but it's 5 a.m. I don't want to write calligraphy. I just want to go home and sleep. And so I didn't write. I didn't accomplish my task in Belgium. And so Master Cecilia said, you need to write it. You have to, because this Sunday Divine Blessing, who knows, maybe, whatever. I just was like, okay, I got to do this. This is like a heaven, I heard the message very loud and clear. And I just remember one day I woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I just got up. It was still like black, like dark outside, right? Because 5 a.m. in Hawaii, it's still like nighttime. I just got up. I just got my paper, my brush, set up my calligraphy book. Everything's very quiet. My husband's still sleeping. The dog's sleeping. Even birds aren't chirping at that time. But it was like the quietest space, and I can go into a very deep meditation. And I just bow and I just ask my heavens team. I said, please help me to accomplish this task. Master Shah had asked us to do it. I didn't do it at Belgium, even though we only have 4 days to write the task. I just said, but please help me now. I really would love the blessing, because I don't even know how I'm going to write. I don't even know what these characters are. It's the first time I'm ever looking at it. And somehow that morning, because we are all so connected with a great team. Even if you're a Divine Healing Hand practitioner, many of you are, you come with a great team. When you become a Tao Soul practitioner, you have a team. Whenever you're receiving any kind of blessings, you have this incredible team with you. And this team, like beyond words, I'm so grateful to this day. They literally helped me to carry that task. And with every stroke, with everything that I wrote, it was like I could feel like, oh, like just all this energy like was able to come back through me. And then like the clarity. And I started writing, and I finished all 40 new sacred mantras in 2 hours. Like, I didn't even know it was happening so quickly. But when you are like aligned, and when you have the alignment, and you know heaven is supporting you and blessing you to help me to get through my purification. Remember, I'm very sad and depressed because I came back from Belgium. I was like really sad. And I was like writing, but that day, like something opened up, and I think it was like 7 or 8 o'clock, my husband woke up at 8 a.m. Because he saw me the day before, and then he saw me the next morning. He's like, and he saw all the calligraphies like all over the floor, and I had my little like Tao calligraphy set up. And he's like, oh my gosh, I have my wife back. Because all of a sudden I was like so happy. And I was like, look, honey, I finished my Tao. He's like, oh, that's amazing. I was like, oh, really? And he was like, those are beautiful. I was like, oh, thank you, please, please encourage me. I was like, he was like, really? But he was like, oh my God, I have my wife back. Because, for him to see me like going through so much like pain, and he was just like, oh, okay, well, let's just let her, like, she's got to go through her stuff. And but I'm telling you, just that Tao calligraphy connection, and because it comes with such a powerful spiritual team, and just the opening of the heart again, where I could feel like I could breathe again, it just removed that blockage. And then all of a sudden, like my husband, like he just felt like, I got you back. Like he didn't know when, and he was giving me the space and time. But that day completely changed for me. And to just get me back to serving with the great joy and happiness, like Master Jimenez says, and but we all have this. We all have something one another. It's not because Master Henderson's attention or Master Jimenez high level say that we don't have any like issue or blockage, or we all have something that we need to continue to evolve and towards improvement of our higher self. Because if you're already like perfect, you're already in Tao. I don't know if all of us can say we are like 100% radiating the 10 Das and greatest love, until we get to that point. In the meantime, we are purifying all that aspects. So I am so honored to announce that this weekend, we are going to be on a path to health and happiness with the wonderful, it's one of the 10 Da qualities. So, right, the first 4 is Da Ai, Da Guan Shu, Da Zi Bei, Da Guang Ming. We are going to learn the Tao calligraphy of Da Zi Bei. Da Zi Bei is the greatest compassion. Da Zi Bei is when you open your heart to the greatest compassion, where you can see the pain and the suffering for others, and you can open your heart fully to just the highest service. You are aligned in Da Zi Bei. You're aligned with the greatest compassion of all the greatest saints. How do saints, Buddhas, and all of the Taoist saints, holy saints even reach to where they are? Mother Mary, Jesus, it's because their heart opened to humanity. It's because their heart had heard the calling, and they had felt the suffering and pain. And their vow was that I want to help you, to forgive you, to uplift you, to bless you, and to transform so that you can become your highest being. That is the greatest compassion. And there's so much incredible wisdom in greatest compassion. Because when you are serving and you are helping others, you are living your purpose in life. And so what you write is what you become. What you chant is what you become. So all of this is purifying whatever of those aspects of our ego, our mindsets, attachments, negativities. All of that is now being nourished with the highest light, with the highest message, with the greatest service of Da Zi Bei. remember in that one sentence secret Master Sha gave us, it's to reach a Buddha, to reach enlightenment. But the Buddha qualities is great compassion. Or we can't reach our highest enlightenment, right? What did Siddhamoni do? He gave up all of his physical attachments to the palace and to all the women and, just all the physical abundance and everything that he had as a prince. And he went to go seek enlightenment underneath a tree. And when you are seeking your highest self, that's when you're going to be able to open up to your greatest service. And that's why we're all here. That's why we're all here in this mission, in this incredible love, peace, harmony, world family, in this very, very special way. So Da Zi Bei here, it's Da Zi Bei. So that's the calligraphy for the weekend. It actually was one of my favorites when I was learning the 10 Das. It was like, of all the 10, I would always just write, I want to write Da Zi Bei. I was, something in my heart, maybe I have to purify, just keep writing Da Zi Bei. And guess what? Da Zi Bei also boosts your foundation. It will give us greater energy. It will boost our immunity. So, if you get sick a lot, like I was just under the weather last week, I have to do more Da Zi Bei practice. But it will also boost your immunity, boost your stamina, so you're strong, boost your vitality. Of course, prolong life, rejuvenate you. Da Zi Bei is like the key for all of our life. Right? Nobody wants to wake up like, I have no energy, cannot do nothing. You need Da Zi Bei. You do Da Zi Bei, you boost your energy right there. Like afternoon, you eat a big lunch, you can even just do some Da Zi Bei. You boost your foundation. And you can never develop your foundational energy centers enough. So I am just so excited because just learning and writing the 10 Das has been a deeply purifying exercise for many of the master teachers, for many of the students around the world, but it is Master Sha's signature course. The 10 Das is his signature course. I mean, you see his retreats. It's always about the 10 Das, and it's because he knows he's gonna give us the best. And so this weekend, when we did the flows, we want to give you our best this weekend. And so I checked with Master Henderson one day, and he said, oh, okay, I wanted to make sure, like, this is not something that, it has already been done. But I can tell you that we're going to also have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of joy. And, we're going to get to know each other more. And, look at it as like Master Henderson, Master Teaching, and we like your personal teachers. Like literally, like to help you, like guide you. And because Master Sha, his retreats are like 200-300 people, so it's much harder because you have like one teacher to like 30 students. But this, you have like 3 teachers here for, so it's going to be a more intimate. And for those on the line, we're going to show how we can do like online, help you online for the corrections, And it's going to be very personal. So you won't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just totally lost, I don't even know. You'll never feel this. If you do, then, the teacher's not doing their job. So we will literally come and help you one by one. And I can tell that helps. My husband had the task to do the 10 Das. And because I was there, like right by his side, helping him do it one by one, he was able to complete that task in one weekend. And he did all 10 to 95%. But that's because he has just the private, not just the, okay, is this one? Okay, next. Okay, go. No, you didn't have your heart. Okay, do it again. It was like the constant purification because he has someone personally there. And I was also, and then Master Satinder too. Both of them had a task to complete. And Master Satinder came to our house every day, and we would stay at our house till like 2, 3 a.m. just writing calligraphy. And I would say, you're not leaving here yet until you complete 2 at 95%. But they were doing it in a couple hours. But that's because they have such, the one-on-one. And so that's what we're going to have. So I want every one of you to pass. I want every one of you to be confident that you can do this. Not just the 20 teachers. It's not just for us. It's really all of us can do this. If I can do this, really, I feel like the whole world can do this, because I had no training at all. So just open the heart, and the rest will follow. That's the key. Okay, so I think I'm going to write a calligraphy now, and then we can do some practice. Oh, thank you, Mr. Okay, so this is a great blessing for you too. Whenever like a teacher is writing calligraphy, like when Master Sha's writing calligraphy on stage, he's like, okay, everybody, you're going to get a splash. So everybody ask for a blessing, right? So this is a blessing for you too. So I'm going to write That's a Bay, because it's going to like launch and open up our weekend workshop. And now it's like, now you know the secret, what we're going to write. No more mystery. And I want all of you to ask for one request in your heart. Okay? So everybody, do we know four power techniques? Body power, where you place your hands is where the rejuvenation occurs. So you can put, one hand on your lower abdomen. You can put one hand on your message center. If you have knee pain, shoulder pain, you can put it on that area. You have a headache, you put one on your head, put one on your... So whatever you are seeking, that's your body power. So where you place your hands is where the rejuvenation occurs. So put your feet flat on the floor. Okay. All right. Yes, soul light arrow prayer position's okay. Or both palms. You can do yin yang palm position. You can also do lower abdomen. Very comfortable. This is your body power. Yes, Paula. Yes. Keep the souls of the Tibetans working. Oh, of course. Yes, everyone on the line and here. Rejuvenation happen at all the soul level. So, body power. What's the second body power? The second 4-power technique. Mind power is your creative visualization. So, if you wish, you can visualize the light in your lower abdomen for foundation. You can visualize the light in your message center. Maybe you ask to open your heart more. You can visualize the light in your message center. Or you can visualize the light in the area that you want a blessing for. Maybe it's if you have head pain or something, you can also put on your head. Visualize the light where you want the blessing for. Okay, so that's the mind power. This is your creative visualization. And then for sound power, just to silently support me as I'm writing for you, just chant That's a Bay. Or you can chant in English, greatest compassion. Okay? And then I'm going to connect. So I connect with all my heaven team, the Tao Calligraphy team, the Tao Calligraphy, dear soul, heart, mind, and body of That's a Bay that boost energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. I'm so grateful for your presence on this evening. I'm so grateful that this weekend you will take us on a journey to opening our hearts to align with greatest compassion, to help us to align fully our heart with Tao Calligraphy, to help us further align our heart with our spiritual fathers and mothers that have guided us on this path. And we are truly grateful for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon our life to bring us back together in this lifetime, to serve make a request. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we're going to do a practice. We're going to trace the Tao calligraphy. So I will show the path, and we're going to continue to do a practice. So here's the pathway. We go left to right, up, down, and across. So this is Da, and then Si. This is the pathway. Maybe I'm going too fast. So up, down here, straight across, come around, go up, make a little loop. And this part is the heart. And come down, dot, dot, dot. Come back around and go up, make a loop, make another loop, and then come back down to make the heart. Does everyone understand that pathway? Or do again? Okay. Okay, so we're going to take you all on a tracing exercise. So take your 5 fingers, because your 5 fingers represents the 5 elements. So this just helps for rejuvenation for your whole body. Oh, thank you. That might be good. And everybody can see. Great. If you want, you can also stand. You can stand too. You've been sitting for an hour and a half now. And, so we're going to ask the calligraphy to help us, to bless us, to boost our energy. We can ask to build our stamina. Oh, yes, yeah, there's no, yeah, for the spiritual part.
Already made a photo, please do it.
Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so this is the movement part. So you can some of the advanced students, I say they're already using their Dan. You can trace with your Dan. So that's a Dan tracing. That's more of an advanced practice. But for some of the students who are new, you can even put your one hand front if you don't quite know the pathway yet. And then, intermediate students, you can also, trace the calligraphy. So all of it is fine. Brand new students, you can put your hand in front, just feel the calligraphy. Or others, you can also trace. And some of the advanced students, you can use the Dan tracing. So repeat after me. So you say, Dear soul, mind, and body, of the Tao calligraphy, of Datsabe, of greatest compassion. Give your love. I love you. I honor you. I deeply appreciate you. Please bless us to boost our energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So for sound power, we're all going to chant Datsabe. Okay, so let us trace. Datsabe, 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 Datsabe. mess with Henderson. You choose. Datsube, Datsube. Greatest compassion. 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 So chant silently. And you can hum. Datsube, Datsube. Boost energy. Boost. Datsube. Boost energy. Boost energy. Datsube. Boost energy. Datsube. Boost energy. Datsube. Boost energy. Datsube. Boost energy. Boost stamina. Datsube. Boost stamina. Datsube. Boost stamina. Datsube. Boost stamina. Datsube. Boost stamina. Immunity. Datsube. Boost immunity. Datsube. Boost immunity. Datsube. Boost immunity. Datsube. Boost immunity. Vitality. Datsube. Boost vitality. Datsube. Boost vitality. Again. Datsube. Boost vitality. Datsube. Boost vitality. rejuvenates me. Datsume rejuvenates me. Datsube. Yeah. Yeah, there's some black stuff in there. Bugs. Datsube rejuvenates me. Datsube rejuvenates me. Datsube rejuvenates me. How about opens our heart? Datsube opens my heart. Datsube opens our hearts. 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 How about bless our relationships? Datsube bless relationships. Datsube bless our relationships. Datsube bless our relationships. Datsube bless our relationships. How about brings abundance? Brings abundance. Datsube brings abundance. Datsube brings abundance. Datsube brings abundance. Datsube brings abundance. How about boost our intelligence? Datsube boost intelligence. Datsube boost our intelligence. Datsube boost intelligence. Datsube boost intelligence. So let us just chant silently. You can continue to chant for the area that you wish. Tao calligraphy encompasses everything, every aspect of life. Your finances, your relationships, your energy, clarity, emotion, open the heart, So chant for the areas that you would like rejuvenation for. And so now we just trace very slowly, Go slow. Really feel the movement. Because there's benefits for tracing fast, and then there's benefits for tracing slow. So you want to always do yin and yang version. A few more times. Really connect with the stroke order, with the oneness. Then we say, how, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Master Henderson, for joining me in the practice. Okay, so we just did a practice for about 15 minutes. So how many of you feel you have more energy? Maybe you feel more like lighter or more rejuvenated. Okay. Yes, please. Of course, of course.
I would like to share first. For me, it is a joy every time I have an opportunity to trace any Tao calligraphy. I can go on forever. It is definitely, as Master Orlana demonstrated, it does not cease that it is only for compassion. It is for intelligence. It is for opening heart. It is for finances, every aspect of life. One Tao calligraphy can boost every part of it. Why? Because the more you trace, the more you get connected with the oneness of the calligraphy, of the Tao. That's why Master Sha calls it the Tao calligraphy. And the more we get in touch into this oneness, we open ourselves further to the entirety of what is up there. So anybody else would like to share? Please come up.
Maybe pass the mic and just like one word.
Yes.
Just how you feel. Maybe more peaceful, maybe some... Everybody could be different. I feel hot. Like my body has got hot. It's boosting my foundation. Yes.
Okay, practicing today was extremely important for me. I recognized that doing this, the calligraphy is like a key. It's the key. As I was practicing and practicing seriously, more seriously, I found the real key into the calligraphy, and the wisdom is in there.
Wow, very profound.
That's what I received today.
Yes, wow,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
And then maybe the next row, just anything, one word, one sentence. Maybe you feel more, oh, don't be shy, this is a family. So everyone's like,
I felt energized and motivated.
yeah, more motivated, perfect. Yes.
Thank you, Master Elena.
Hi.
Thank you, Master Henderson. Thank you for the tracing. Yeah, always you can feel when you trace with the ajong,
Yeah,
boosting the foundation
yes.
in that vibration and that frequency. It just keeps intensifying and it clears away. Thank you so much.
Wow,
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, see, everybody has something. We learn from each other.
Exhilarating
Good,
and rejuvenating.
perfect. How about you, Arlene? And then Ed, AV team.
Yes, I feel energized.
Energized. Energized.
And warm.
And warm. Okay. And Ed, we'll repeat for you. I can say it for you, Ed.
I feel much more alive, awake.
That's good. You feel alive.
I was beginning to wonder there for a while, but I'm alive now.
That's great. Yay!
And it really does boost your stamina, vitality, because it just like it opens up your circulation. Because I
Yeah.
really feel hot.
Yeah.
And,
Perfect. Oh, good.
So
Well,
thank you.
we want you to feel alive, Ed. It's wonderful. Lali.
I feel my heart has opened more, and I feel my channels are opening more. I can
Yeah.
feel the chi
Yes.
flowing much more.
And also open spiritual channels too, right? Because you need to have the flow open. You need to open.
Yes,
All
thank
right.
you.
Beautiful. Yes, Patricia.
Pamela.
Pamela.
It's okay. I really enjoyed the joy of it,
Yeah.
and the new teaching of using the different words as while I was tracing.
Yeah.
So some new doors open
Yeah.
of possibilities.
Oh, good, great.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela. I know Paula wanted to say something, and maybe David here. Hello, David. Hi, David.
Hello, thank you so much, both of you.
Oh.
It's great to be back here in the center and seeing everyone here.
Yeah.
For me, I feel more light, more joy, and I can really feel the light through my body. There's just the presence of that energy flow.
Yeah.
And feel more emotionally balanced, and yeah, that's
a
great.
lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's
See, this is
amazing.
15 minutes. You change your whole feeling, everything. Hi, Masterman.
In addition to everything that's been said, greater clarity.
Yeah. Clarity.
Yeah.
Yes. And then back to this side. I think that. Yes. Hello, Christine. Christine, she's such a universal servant, always serving at the front.
I saw kind of an Amazon type woman. It was you. The really big arms. Really, yeah, well-developed muscles,
feel
like a wrestler. Yeah.
The stamina.
It was kind of funny.
And then this side.
Thank you.
This is great. See, this is good. Everyone wants to participate. That's
How
what we
are
like.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. I'm thankful. Not really sure how to express love for you and everyone here. But this language, Bay, actually saved my life in Boulder, Colorado, in the winter of 2015. And I was compelled to start drawing the calligraphy out of this book. And it was 5 degrees below zero, and I didn't have any shoes on. And I was soaking wet. And I was sitting on that bench where we used to sit at the Gypsy Jewel. And I just went into this. And I felt I was not cold once until maybe 5 hours later somebody showed up to bring me shoes.
Wow.
And
What is
so,
your name? Wow.
Gina.
Gina.
And I had this book with me. And it was my save, my thoughts to focus on not dying, focus on live. And that's true. So
Wow.
the language is real for me. That's all I can say.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So what Gina was sharing is so heart-touching.
Yeah, it's
she
true.
said she was out in the cold without shoes. And so she referred to this book, because those are online could not see. This is Master Sha's Soul Healing Miracles series book. And in this book, there are, I believe it's 9 calligraphies.
Yes.
And one of the figures here has the Datsabe calligraphy, which she was referring to, that she was using to keep herself warm. Remember, I said, "Oh, I feel so hot now," because it was bringing my body temperature up, because it's like stimulating my foundation, so all my circulation. So just at the time when Gina needed it, when she's out in the cold without her shoes, until 5 hours later, until someone came, she was able to be nourished with Datsabe.
Truly, that was the one I turned to, too. And I was not a Tao practitioner at that time.
So then it was
It was
guided.
like- it was just
yes,
there.
and that was the calligraphy for you.
Yeah.
So imagine the amount of nourishment that it gave you for, because to be cold, I can barely even take walking from here 2 blocks being cold, not to mention in Colorado.
Yeah.
It's very cold in Colorado, and
It was
5 hours.
It was a sudden storm, and the reason I didn't have shoes is because my boots got wet, so I had to take them off. Right? Remember when that slush came? It was like a water well. You could not move.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a very different storm. So it came a different, auspicious time in my life.
And now the Datsude is back here to serve
And
you
now
again.
we're
No wonder you're so home. This is wow.
That's what I said. It brought me back
really,
here.
there's like no coincidence.
No.
It brought you to the center, and then now this weekend we're teaching Datsube.
Datsube. So
wow,
thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Gina. Paula, you...
Oh, I feel all those things combined.
All of the above.
And the hot, because I'm actually much hot, much movement, much.
Yeah.
And I there's definitely something with tracing in company. Something opens. I don't know how to say it. It's in company something happens.
Yes. Wow.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you may not be able to see it like Gina. She just faithfully tracing, but she didn't even feel cold, you know? And that's an incredible story. Amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello. Anybody else? Okay, so we're...
So...
okay. Online. Yes.
So this actually has cleared up a huge amount of sinus stuff. A blockage I've been trying to release for about a month now in this short amount of tracing. And then I've never actually traced the calligraphy and asked for abundance. My soul picked up on that and was just like tracing really fast. I mean, it was just something that happened. So yeah, it was really good.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. And then Ed, you said there's a little bit of online sharing.
Yes, after all the hellos, there's about eight comments here. Gavin Hartley says, "Hi, Master Henderson. How blessed everyone is to have you and Master Orlena in one place, sharing so much love and wisdom."
That's Yannon.
Where heart touches heart.
Oh, Gavin.
Gavin.
Australia.
Yeah.
Yes, I know Gavin. Yay.
Francis Ann Brown says, "Thank you, Master Orlena. Powerful teaching. I am fully mesmerized. Thank you. Love you. Countless bow downs."
Love you, Francis.
Annette Omuro, Master Annette.
From Maui.
Yes.
Maui.
She says, "Dagan and Master Orlena for your most inspiring presentation." Thank you. Gavin writes again, "Thank you, Master Orlena. Your joy, love, smile, vibrancy, humbleness, and such a beautiful heart is just a wonderful, powerful combination that opens hearts and inspires souls." Thank you.
We love you, Gavin, all the way from Australia. I don't know what the time zone is.
And after the calligraphy tracing, there's a couple comments here. Gavin writes back. He says, "I feel I have opened a door that is leading to a deeper understanding of reverence and respect that I have been asking for." Thank you. Countless bow downs. Carol Frederico writes, "Thanks, Master Orlena. That was fun and inspiring." Frances Ann Brown writes about her experiences. "I felt the calligraphy pulling me in as we continue to practice. I have more energy and feel lighter. Thank you."
Oh, beautiful.
And then Gavin writes again. What a beautiful sharing. So heart-opening, Gina. Wow. Datsube. Thank you, Master Shah, for these treasures to humanity. And thank you, Gina, for showing that I just have to trust and to do it.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing online. Thank you to each of you for opening your heart. So, wow. See, 15 minutes. I mean, you can be doing this in the car. You can do this on the bus coming here in the morning, like you're cooking breakfast. It's really joyful, right? Many of you share a lot of joy and, in the morning, wake up, instead of get your coffee all the time. Sometimes you can do like a variation, right? So it's, so that's a very simple practice. I think we all can, that's what's amazing about Master Shah's teaching. He never makes it complicated. It's like the big way is extremely simple. Da Dao Jujin. So take these practices. You have the Soul Healing Miracle book, like Gina said. You can go to the figure. There's a calligraphy in this book. You can continue to write, trace. And this weekend, we're going to teach you how to connect to the heart of Tao calligraphy, which is the key to helping us to further purify our Shen Qi Jing to the highest alignment to the divine Tao source. So it's just about top of the hour. So now it's going to get really exciting. Okay. So next on the agenda. Okay. So this part, I'm so happy. We're going to do a demo. Because the power of Tao calligraphy, my mother-in-law just texted me because last week she was a Tao calligraphy demo in one of our classes on a Wednesday night. And I just wrote for her Da-I that night, Da-I, just for 2 minutes on the board. And she was having these major like skin breakouts, like allergies, like she couldn't sleep. She was so itchy. And so she came to class and she's like, Orlando, I don't even want to be here, but I just came because Pops wants to come. It's my mother-in-law. And that night, I called her lucky number, and she was the lucky demo that night. And she just texted me, I just got back from my doctors, and they don't know, like, what, but all the results show that it's negative. There's no allergy. I'm like, itch-free. I'm, like, so grateful. So whatever you did in that Tao calligraphy demo, blessing, tracing, she's so grateful. Because there was 1 month since I got back from Belgium, she was kind of complaining, like, I'm so itchy, I don't know what to do, I can barely sleep. And so she would always have all these hot and cold pads, like to, stop the itch. But it's very uncomfortable when your skin is very activated. And the doctors didn't know why. So she was going in for lab results and everything. And she just texted me about 2 hours ago, just telling me, like, I am negative free. The doctors, said I'm fine. My itching stopped. And this is like after a month of being in agony. And she's so great. And it started from that night when we did the Tao calligraphy demo for her. So it's really incredible, what takes place when we receive these blessings. So anyways, we're going to pick one person online. We're going to pick one person in the room. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to write like my lucky number. I'm going to do a flow, a number. And the person in the room that's closest to the number I have here. And the person closest on the line will be the lucky one to receive a Tao calligraphy blessing. And what I'm going to do is, I need the flip chart back up. I'm going to write Da Zibe, like, for 2 minutes. And you're going to see, if some of you have spiritual channels open, you can see, like, what's happening. Like, it's incredible. But even if you don't see, you can feel. So I'm going to turn on my treasure. I'm going to write, Tao calligraphy for you. And you request one area. So many people come to our center, they have like back pain, like they have like swollen knee or feet. Just write. All of a sudden they could walk more freely. The pain level went down. Incredible. So I'm going to write a number. Just got my number. I'm going to put it on here. And so we're just going to go around the room. And those on the line, if you can go ahead and just start texting in or in the chat box, like your number, from 1 to 100. Okay, so I have my number here. Nobody knows. And we're just going to start around here. So we'll start with David. What is your number?
My number is 7.
7.
87.
87.
3.
3.
42.
42. Paula?
18.
And Gina? She's... Oh, okay. Well, she can come back. And yes. A number from 1 to 100. 19, 25, 37, 37, 34. Beautiful. Vicky? 4. And for the gentleman here?
5. 6.
5.
5.
Okay, 5. So everybody remember your numbers, okay? Because I'm not memorizing all of them. Yeah.
Number 13.
13. 33. 22. 77.
I was going to pick 75. 75.
75. Okay, and those on the line, what do they got?
Okay.
Joy Bergeron is 77. Peggy Werner is 17. Lila
Master Peggy, hello. Welcome.
Lila Ross is 39. Karen Tamaguchi is,
from Hawaii?
Is 53.
Beautiful.
Oh boy, I don't know what this is. It says D-S-H-I-M-O-S-A-K-A. Anything else?
Number?
33.
30. Okay.
Carol Frederico is 29. Let's see. I read that previously. Karen Tanaguchi is 53. Jonathan is 27. Master Net is 25. Francis Ann Brown is 13. I don't know if they're starting to repeat here. Peggy Werner says 17, Master Peggy. Gavin Hartley is 17 also.
Okay.
Susan says 89. Guillaume Nissens is, he says 0. Let's see. Mark Smythe says 29. Vanji Crescibina is 37.
Bring 2 chairs.
David Thorpe is 39. Susan is 89.
Okay.
Looks like Gavin picked another number because Master Peggy picked 17 previously, so it's 89 now.
Okay.
Nico Bishop is 44.
Great.
Susan Charlotte is 89. Nico Bishop is 44. Now they're starting to repeat here. I think Lila Ross already wrote a number in, but she says 39. Emma Tanagawa is 33. And I don't know if Gavin keeps changing his number, but he now says it's 71.
Okay. Always take your first number, even if it's a duplicate, it's okay.
Well, I think his first number is 17.
Gina, your number?
Mine is going to be 81.
Okay. And did we miss anyone else here?
72.
72. Okay. So going once, going twice. Okay, close. So the number that we have, so there's actually people who picked it right on the dot. The number is 33. I heard you and I heard Irma. And was there anyone else with 33? One. I heard someone with 33 on there.
Someone here. D-S-H-I-M-O-S-A-K-A.
Yeah, her and I think also Irma, right? Was it 33? I think there was 2 people online.
Yeah. Irma Tanagawa.
See, right on the dot. And then this gentleman here. So, so we can do all 3. So there's 2 people online, and then we have 1 person here.
No problem. I will give you.
Oh no. No, he had it right on the dot. Yeah, the number was 33. So we have 2 people online, and then we'll have you here in the room. So you're the in-person lucky demo. So if you wish, if you're okay, you can come up, and then if you can get one more chair. Okay. So this is just a 2-minute. You're going to receive a Tao Calligraphy blessing for being here tonight. Wow. Okay, I need a... Okay. Great. So, could he write the name down for me? The one that he was spelling M-U?
Yeah.
Because I have to call them.
Can we write the name for the DM?
So I know Irma Tanagawa, she's from Maui. So Irma Tanagawa, I can tell you, she's a total gold. I remember when, Master Shah was in town in Hawaii. She was, helping to do a lot of the setup, a lot of the events, coordination. She's
Dennis
such...
Shimosaka. It's D. Shimosaka. Dennis.
Oh, Dennis! We know Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Welcome.
Should be Dennis Shimosaka. D. Shimosaka.
Oh, I'm so happy. Congratulations, Dennis. Okay, got it. Dennis Shimosaka and Irma Tanigawa. So I think Dennis is from LA? Oh, Sacramento, yes. Because I met him at the Soul Over Matter retreat. Okay, so I'm just going to connect. And so, dear the soul of Irma Tanigawa, please come forth. Dear the soul of Dennis Shimasaka, please come forth. Okay, how? They're so here. Okay, so these three beloved ones receive a Tao calligraphy blessing for tonight. So I'm going to have the honor to write Datsabe. Can you set a timer for me, Master? Yes. Like just 2 minutes?
2 minutes, yes.
Okay. Oh, Master Jimenez on her phone. Okay. Okay. So, and what is your name, gentlemen?
To make it easy, I use AJ.
AJ. Okay, AJ.
My name is Ahmed, but to make it easy,
AJ. And AJ, is there anything like tonight, like you have anything physically, like?
Yes, I have many things. You mean
pain? Yeah, pain. Do you have? Yeah. Okay, where? Like in your knees, in your feet, your back, where?
I have sciatica one.
Oh, okay, Master Henderson.
I have sciatica one, back pain, and I have my feet are swallowing.
Oh yes. Oh, this is very swollen.
Yeah.
Yes, and what is the level of the pain?
The level of the pain now, maybe you can say 4.
Yeah, from 1 to 10. So 10 being most painful.
Yes, 4.
And then what about the sciatica?
Now I am far more better. It is about 4.
About 4. Okay, so the sciatica about 4 and the pain in your foot about 4.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then Irma and Dennis, also if you are experiencing anything, so please be prepared after the blessing we want you to share. So just make a cognitive note right now of where you're at and then where you will be after the blessing, and then please share after. Because I know there's a little delay on the webcast, so I say it now so that way we don't have to wait at the end. Okay, AJ, well, tonight is your lucky night. Very lucky night. Yeah, so I'm very happy. Are we happy for AJ?
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, we're happy for AJ. Are we happy for those online? Dennis and Irma? Oh, so see, so much love for them. Okay, they give you all the love. And I'm going to give you the love through the Datsabe. Okay, so AJ, how long have you had this pain? The sciatica and the...
About 2 years, the sciatica, and this is 10 days.
Okay, so the foot, 10 days, pain, level 4, about 2 weeks, and then the back, sciatica, 2 years. What is your normal pain level? Normally?
For the last, let us say, 3 months, 4 months, it is about 4 or 5. But before that, it was 5.
So even before that?
Because I am taking medicine, I am doing chiropractic.
Okay, so he's taking medicine, he's going to a chiropractor, so it's brought his pain level down to about a 4.
Yes.
So stabilized about a 4.
Yes, now it is.
Okay. But the back, how about the back? Must have been very painful for 2 years.
Yes, yes. I reached the stages where I was just lying down because I can't sit.
Oh, that's a lot.
The problem is I can't sit. I can walk, I can stand, but I can't sit. So this is just, it was hell for me.
For how long were you?
This state continued for about 5 months.
5 months. So he couldn't sit and he had to lay down because otherwise the pressure on his back would be too unbearable.
Yes.
So that's a lot of pain if you can't sit, because sitting should be pretty restful, right?
Yes, yes.
So, wow. So, heaven always chooses the right ones. So I'm so happy for you, AJ, and Dennis and Irma. So I don't know what their condition is.
And also there's other ailments and problems, but this is the main. So plus. So I want it to be those particular two plus.
Plus. Oh. So I want you to, AJ, visualize, you know, in your lower back, you know, where the sciatica, just visualize the light in your lower back. Okay, so your mind, your creative visualization, all this light is shining also in your entire body, from head to toe, skin to bone. And then Dennis and Irma, please prepare.
Asking if he can instead give the blessing to his mother.
Is she online though? That's the key. Because that's why you have to register for these events. Yeah, it's only if they are on the registered for this evening's intro evening, then you can do so. Yeah. Oh, but that's very kind. Okay, and Irma, please share a little as well. I'm so happy. Someone from Hawaii. She's not online. Okay. So I think it's better for him. I mean, heaven chose him. So, Dennis, you're very blessed. So think of one area. It could be physical, emotional, mental. Okay, for one aspect. Okay, and everyone here, you all can make a request too, because when I'm writing, again, the splash of light, also for all of you and on the line. So please close your eyes. You can make a request. I'm just going to write here. That's a bay. And so let us I will fully connect to my Tao Calligraphy treasure and authorities. It's bay calligraphy. So we say to heaven, so for this beloved AJ, Irma Tanigawa, and Dennis Shimasaka, for the area of their request, please offer a blessing as appropriate. Okay, how? Blessing starts now. How. Thank you to the Datsabe Tao Calligraphy. We are truly honored and blessed. Thank you. Okay, so everybody can open their eyes. I feel so much energy in my own body. Oh. Okay, so let us check in, and then if Dennis, just collect yourself and type us a little message, and Irma. And so I think if we have a microphone, we can give it, or maybe even the people here in the room can share first, and then the participants. Give them a little time to connect themselves. Yeah. But maybe some people here in the room want to share, because I know many of you, advanced, spiritual, any message, anything you saw, anything you want to share in this 2-minute blessing. Yeah. Yes, Master Patty. Oh, great. Did you want to come up, Master Patty? Yeah, they'd love to see you. Yeah, this is good. And this way they can just... Hi. Oh, the camera here. Yeah. Oh, great.
Thank you so much. My name is Master Patty.
Yes.
I was focusing on this gentleman here, and what I saw was a very huge saint who was had on quite an amazing outfit. He was huge, and he had what looked like a big sword on his side, and so I thought he was going to use it, but he didn't. It just stayed there. But he would lift his arms, and he was sending great quantities of light, and he would stamp his foot, and he would gesture his hand, and it was quite lovely to watch. See this miraculous being. He was so huge, and anyway, he was definitely from the calligraphy, and so that's what I saw.
That's a lot.
Anyway, thank you so much.
Wow, thank you for sharing that, Master Patty.
Yeah.
That is incredible image.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see how you're feeling. I can't wait to hear.
Great. Anybody else would like to share? And then we will have the participants to share the demos.
So,
yes, Lali, come, Lali. We want to see you. All our friends online. We'd love to see you.
Thank you, Master Valena. That was a very, very powerful blessing. Just as you were getting ready, preparing, I had my eyes closed, and I saw a huge army of masters just walk right in. There's so much light, and then I saw Master Shah appear on the top with a yellow silk robe, and the light was so intense that I could not see anything that was happening in the room, but I felt there was a lot going on, and I just kept bowing down to Master Shah, and even though we know Master Shah is doing his
meditation.
But his soul is still, it cannot stay away from us. He is so committed to serving that I just hope we're not interrupting him or anything, but it just was so intense. The light was so intense, and everybody received so much more than what you can imagine. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing this, Lali. Beautiful insight. Yes, anybody else want to share? Got a message? Saw anything?
Yes, I would like to.
Yes.
I'll do a flow.
Please.
Yes.
All right.
So from the blessings, a flow from the blessing. For the 3 participants, You are all very blessed. The sun has shined upon you, and many of the waves have moved away. Powerful light has shined through every cell, units in your body. Be grateful, be joy, and be love. Know that from today you have a life-changing experience. How?
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Master Henderson. Oh, yes. Dr. Lovely. Thank you, Master Ireland. Thank you. Oh, Master Ireland.
So this is from Dr. Bay also, and it will be in general for all three of the participants who received this blessing. My dearly beloved, it has been my honor and my joy and my delight to serve you through this special oneness calligraphy. In addition to what you have already heard, many Shen Qi Jing blockages were cleared and transformed so that you could align more with Tao. This happened because of the huge amount of virtue that was given to each one. With this blessing, there is the possibility that you will notice a shift, not only for your specific request, but other aspects of your life also. The greater alignment with this Tao oneness calligraphy is beyond your comprehension or imagination. But there is the possibility that you will experience what this means with each passing day. You are so very blessed. You are deeply loved. How?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Master Ireland. This comes bottom. Wow. Okay. Wow, pretty profound. Wow.
These calligraphies are amazing.
Wow. Okay, so maybe we... Oh, Master Jimena, yes, please. You can come anytime. Yes, come.
Anytime when I'm not doing things. So I want to do a flow, Master Marlena, from the source for really everything that's happening here. Because every aspect of the evening has been a blessing. And this is just a highly concentrated blessing, but the whole evening has been a blessing. Yeah. How? My most beloved ones who are gathered all over the world for this very powerful evening to introduce Tao Calligraphy in California. Each of you who has gathered has come in response to the calling that has been made not only by the physical team, your teachers, Master Orlena, Master Henderson, and others, but you have come in response to your own Heaven's team, your own spirit guides. In your heart, you recognize the significance. You know that it has been a long, long, long time since the written word has carried this level of power. Each of you has received great love, much light. This evening for each of you has been a blessing, transforming negative messages, negative Shen Qi Jing, as your teacher would say, negative Shen Qi Jing to positive Shen Qi Jing. Those messages come from my heart to your heart, from my soul to your soul, from my body to your body. Those who received the blessing this evening have simply received a greater level, a larger amount of love and light. And for you in the coming days, it will be important to focus not only on the big, but also the very small changes. As each day passes, there will be more changes and more changes, opening a new pathway for each of you, connecting you more deeply with your Heavens team, with heaven and beyond. This is the power of Tao Calligraphy. For those who say you do not feel anything, know, trust, believe that in your heart and soul changes have occurred. Open, truly open your heart, and you will experience the change. Open your heart to Tao Calligraphy so that together, all of you can create a powerful message this weekend that will flow to every corner of the universe. I thank you, and heaven thanks you. You are very, very blessed. How?
Oh,
Thank you, Master
Thank
Elena.
you, Master Elena.
Yeah, thank you.
Very beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Thank you from Source. Thank you, Master Elena. Yeah, it's a lot of frequency. Thank you.
And we have one here.
AJ, if you want to stand up maybe and walk a little bit, and then maybe just...
I think there's no problem. I don't want to rush things, and as it always that happens to me, it is a bit complex. I know that my case is more complex. Actually, as I am hearing her directing us all, I change the focus of my wish to the plus, one of the pluses. But I think I've been focusing on this other aspect, and I think I will, since I believe in Tao, I believe in many things, and I've got many masters, and I don't think it is a matter of time. Sometimes things can happen back and forth. Since the morning, my day was very different. So from the very start this day, I was receiving many signs. One of them that I was able to come here because I have been for many time unable. It is not only to come here, I was shut down actually all my life. I have what I'm living in a room. I was unable to just organize it. Now, this day I succeeded in just doing very small things, and everything has changed. But there is a strong hindrances. I know I know too much about myself, and so since I believe, I am a believer, and since I think I will get the benefit of this. And there is another thing concerning pain. Actually, my pain shift from 0 to 4. So I can't say that when I was sitting here, the level of it. I need to move to do something and so on. But in the coming days, because I want it, I want change, development, and these are the tools. So I am happy to come here to meet you and to get this experience.
Beautiful. Give them...
And later on, maybe I give more feedback, but I don't want to rush things.
Yes.
Yes. My friend just tell me how is about my food. I think I can say now there is a relief, but I want it all to go away. I can say from 4 to 3 to 2.
Yeah.
But I think if it didn't happen, it will happen.
So I want to say,
we need time.
Yeah, I want to say a couple things about. Yeah, I want to say a couple things about soul healing, and about soulfulness. You know, the Tao calligraphy is soulfulness. So we are changing. What is happening is we're changing the negative Shen Qi Jing to positive Shen Qi Jing. So this is a change in the message that is happening at the soul level. The change happens first at the soul level, then at the heart level, then at the mind level, and then the physical level. Yeah. So when we experience, for instance, more pain after we receive a blessing, it's a great sign, because the vibration, the cellular vibration in the body has accelerated, and the blockage is trying to clear. You know, right now, maybe you don't feel a great shift. I said to Master Elena, have him walk, because you have to integrate.
Yeah.
You know, you have to integrate the blessings.
Yeah.
So that means you do have to walk. You have to get up and walk, move the body a little bit so that the body can integrate, can absorb. It can go from the soul level to the physical level. So I invite you, you know, to stand and walk, and see what's happening. See how much easier or more difficult it was for you to get up off the chair, to walk. What might happen many times, what happens for people is that the next day, you know, you go home, sometimes you sleep better, sometimes you don't sleep better. Why? Because there's a lot happening internally. A lot of shifting is happening internally. Yeah. And you may experience, for instance, restless sleep for 1 or 2 nights, and then you have this deep, deep sleep. Have you all experienced that? Where suddenly you go into this very deep and profound sleep? Pastor Elena mentioned it earlier. She said, you know, sometimes in order for me to unwind, I watch the videos, some of the teachings on YouTube. Why? She's receiving Shen Qi Jing from through those videos, higher frequency, and that then helps the body, helps to align the soul, heart, mind, and body. And then she has very deep sleep. So the same thing is likely to happen for you, because once the frequency comes in, it continues to work. This is just a 2-minute blessing.
Yeah.
But the frequency continues to work. The key for you and for all of us is really to continue to be in the field.
Yeah.
This is why coming here and participating, for instance, this weekend in the workshop, even if you don't have, many of us did not start out. I know Master Elena said to me, I never even colored as a child. She said, the whole coloring was not was not something I wanted to do. She did not start out in the Tao calligraphy class expecting or wanting to be a Tao calligraphy teacher. But she wanted to learn because this was what Master Sha was offering. For you, even if you're not wanting to be a Tao calligraphy teacher, come. Learn this practice, because this practice carries the highest frequency. This will continue to bring that frequency into your body. Other thing is, tomorrow we're going to do a Tao Chang, and that would be another opportunity to receive then a permanent golden light ball, especially for your back, you know. I don't know if any of the teachers here have done a reading for you, but Master Marilyn, Master Henderson can do a reading for you, help you to see exactly where for which part of the body you could receive a Dao Yuan Chang Jindan. And then that golden light ball is just rotating, rotating, rotating. That's most people who have multiple, who are experiencing multiple challenges. You need a combination of blessings, treasures, service, right? Otherwise, it's just like in Western medicine. You know, Western medicine is very interesting. I know because I had Crohn's, and they said to me, "We'll put you on a cocktail, three different drugs." So they always give you these cocktails, right? So even Western medicine, you need a combination. So sometimes when our situation has, when we have multiple challenges, you need a combination of treasures, blessings, and also service. Everybody needs to be thinking in those terms. And all of us can serve. You know, Gina said she sat, it was -5 degrees. You know, that is, I cannot believe -5. And she's tracing. You know, you can trace, but you trace not for yourself. You trace for everyone who's suffering from sciatica. You trace for every person who is experiencing the kind of discomfort that you're experiencing. Because, you know, the teaching is very simple. When the chi flows, the blood follows. If the qi does not flow, then the blood stagnates. Yeah. So what do you have to do? We have to accelerate the flow of qi in the body. I'm going to make a request of Master Elena, so give me a second to confer with her. Can you turn off your mic? Okay.
Okay, I will read comments online here. Let me see. For Emma, let's see, where does this start? Emma requested her right eye, bright eyes. And the result from the blessing is that she felt vibrations in my head, and it brought me great happiness. Let's see. Later she says, right now her vision is clear in my right eye. Then she says, Dagan En, Master Elena, for your unconditional service, countless bow downs. And then she later says, countless bow downs for the beautiful sharing, Master Henderson and Master Marilyn. And then she later writes, thank you for the profound flow. Countless bow downs, Master Jimena. Love you, love you, love you. And for Dennis, let's see, where do the comments start here for Dennis? He says, requested hernia area felt warm, heat in lower abdomen, and body still tingling. Then he later writes, very grateful and blessed beyond comprehension. And I guess those are his two comments. So thank you, Irma, and thank you, Dennis. Are you ready to start again? Okay. Yeah, you're muted right now. There we go. So Dennis says the results from the blessing were the requested hernia area felt warm, heat in lower abdomen, body still tingling, and then he later wrote, very grateful and blessed beyond comprehension.
Beautiful, beautiful. So this is the power of Tao calligraphy. You know, even if we cannot see, you know, maybe we can experience some of the sensations that are happening in our body. And as Master Jimena says, it will continue to shift as the minutes go by, the hours go by, as you go to sleep, as you wake up in the morning, because all of this high-level energy is integrating into your physical body. So there was three, you know, one was a hernia, one was the right eye, the other one is the back, the foot. So these are all physical conditions. So, and some of them have been having these conditions for, 2 weeks to 2 years. So it does take some time. This is a 2-minute blessing. And just continue to practice. So Master Sha's general guideline is if it's more chronic and more severe, at least 2 hours of practice a day. Calligraphy, soul song, love, peace, harmony. Come to the center. They teach you so many incredible ways that you can empower your life and you can, transform out of your situations. And, but, if you just need like a quick, boost, you can just chant like we did earlier this evening. 15 minutes, Datsa Bay, Datsa Bay, brings abundance. Datsa Bay brings intelligence. All of these aspects and qualities of life that we can do. But, we have to also meet heaven halfway. Heaven is here at the door, but you also have to open and also come forward and also do your part and do your work as well. So that's the key, and that's why we're going to do a lot of hands-on training this weekend, because you're going to do your part this weekend. So I'm here, I can teach you, I can guide you, but I can't do your homework for you. I can. The teachers were delighted to serve you, but you also have to make that commitment to really go into the practice, because the highest practice is the highest blessing for your life. So I want to just, before we close, I want to give everyone a blessing, and then we can do the. So please, everyone, I'm so honored to offer everyone on the line, here in the room, a final blessing for this evening. It's been a great honor and joy to serve you this evening, along with Master Jimena, Master Henderson, Master Marilyn, Master Shunya, Master Robert, Master Patty, all of the great teachers, master teachers in training, and students. I'm so grateful for your presence on the line this evening and here in the room. And it is my greatest wish to offer you a blessing. Help us to further open our heart to Tao calligraphy. Help us to further open our heart to the Tao Yuan Chang that is coming to San Francisco. Open our hearts further to align with Master Sha's teachings, to receive the wisdom, the guidance, the teachings and blessings that will help us to transform all aspects of life. So put your mind in your lower abdomen. Let's just visualize a golden light in your body shining. Put the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Okay. This will be a blessing. All of those on the line and here in the room. Further open our hearts to the messages that we heard through the Tao Calligraphy Committee. Open our heart. Mani mahu wa mani mahu ya ya yo. Wang mani mahu wa mani mahu wa mani mahu. He yo ya 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 yo. Yo ya he ya yo ya yo ay ay yo he ya yo ay he ya yo yo ya he ay yo ay he ya yo ya he ya yo ya he ya. How thank you to the greatest compassion of your grace, of your light, of your blessing. Greatest Datsa Bay, we love you and we hold you in our heart. Thank you, Master Sha. Thank you all the teams that have joined us to bask us in your presence on this evening. We are most grateful, we are most loved, and we are most blessed. Thank you from our heart and soul. So I call you along with my colleague Master Henderson to join us for a beautiful weekend together. And I'm so grateful.
Yes. How was the experience tonight from everyone? Wonderful? Right? Very, very powerful. So I encourage everyone online over here. Bring your friends, sign up. Tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, Master Orlena is in town. In San Francisco, opens our hands and our hearts. We welcome Master Orlena. So do come and learn. We will all learn more greatest compassion. Yeah, thank you, Master Orlena,
Master Henderson.
for
So
one
honored to serve with you.
powerful blessing and teaching.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Master
So
Shunya, please come.
Master Shunya. So thank you, everyone.
Let's give them a big So to join us, go to drsha.com, the events page, look on the calendar for tomorrow's date, which is July 1st. And so it's the Connecting with the Heart of Tao Calligraphy workshop. You can attend in person or by webcast. Master Robert, are there still in-person seats left? A couple, yes. There are a couple left. So if you want one of those seats, it is set so that it will automatically close off when the room is full. So if you want one of those seats in person, go now to that website and register. And if you wish to watch by webcast, you also have that option. So that will be starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. At 11 a.m., we are going to have lion dancers and fireworks. We are going to be celebrating Tao Calligraphy here with Master Orlena and Tao Calligraphy in our Tao Chung. So you can join us on Facebook for that. So if you're not in the workshop, join us at 11 a.m. Come to the Master Sha Tao Healing Center Facebook page. So you can go to your Facebook, search for Master Sha Tao Healing Center if you've never been to our page before. When you go to our page, you're welcome to like it and follow us. And join us for fireworks and lion dancers tomorrow morning to celebrate Master Orlena, Master Henderson, Master Chi Ching, and our new Tao Chung. The Tao Yuan Chung will have its official opening next Sunday, July 9th. We will have a complimentary introduction from 10 to 11 Pacific time. Then from 11 to 12, you can join Sunday Divine Blessings, and then join us again at noon for more fireworks, more lion dancers, more huge celebration. Actually, I'm sorry, that will be at 10 o'clock, will be the huge celebration and opening. And then at noon is a special blessing session where you can come into the Tao Chung with us, trace the calligraphies, and receive golden light balls through the calligraphies. So that's all happening tomorrow morning at 11, and then Sunday, July 9th at 10 and 12. The workshop here is tomorrow starting at 10, and then Monday from 1 to 5 p.m. in person will be an art exhibit of Master Orlena, Master Henderson, and Master Chi Ching's finished works that will be on view for the public, and those will be available for sale. So we have a lot going on. If you have any questions, call us here at the center at 415-971-7373 or email us at info@lovepeaceharmonycentersf.com. We are here to serve you. Did you have a wonderful evening tonight? Yes. And we'll have more wonderful blessings starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. So we say 3 times together, love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Aloha.